What is up, guys? Brand new video, and we're gonna do something a little different. Have you guys ever seen the show Mythbusters? It was aired back in the mid 2010s maybe, and it might still be aired. I don't really know. But we got our own little remake on the old Mythbusters. We got my 2002 Ford Ranger here, and I'm gonna nerd out for a second. But I've been keeping track of all my fill-ups basically since I got it. There's a couple that I didn't do. However, we're getting roughly 18.04 miles a gallon. And that's out of this 2002 Ford Ranger. It's a 3.0 automatic two-wheel drive truck. And I just want to get a smidge better fuel mileage. So the easiest thing that I could think of to do would be to do an electric fan swap. And I know a lot of the old heads are going to be like, if your clutch fan is working properly, it's just as efficient. Brother, I don't care, okay? For one, I don't like this thing sounding like a school bus every time it starts up, okay? And for two, I don't want to hear the old, well, your alternator is going to be taking more of a load now, which means it's going to bog it down more. Again, I don't care. I just want to do the electric fan swap. Want to do a little test here for you guys to see if this is legit shit or not. And if it's got to help a little bit, I'd assume. But if it hurts it, I still have all the parts. I got the stuff off Amazon. I can return and get all my money back. I mean, it's going to take me probably more than 30 days to fully test it and get you guys true results. But I'm going to try to do at least 2 full tanks of fuel through this, just to see if it, like, I mean, it kind of is sporadic, I guess. Because occasionally, like, I get 15.7, get as far up to, like, 21, almost 22. But there should be a difference. There should be a difference. But anyways, I have the list of parts that I will probably include on the screen, or I will put in the description, or I'll do both. Here's the parts that I ordered. So first off, the fan. It actually came out of a Dodge Caravan. Supposedly this bolts right into that, but I don't know. I haven't test fitted it yet. You got your fan here. And then on Amazon, you can find the original plug-in for this, because obviously you're gonna need it. And then I got my temp sensor here and everything else that came with it. Plus, if you're dumb like me, it even has a schematic on the back, or just schematic. The drawings on the back, if you're dumb like me. So anyways, let's get actually, I'm gonna show you what. So here it is. Obviously you can see the old clutch. I can't really get my hand down there, but old clutch buddy. It feels fine. Bone stock engine. The thing runs good. There's no check engine lights on it. So like I said, this should be a pretty fair test. Either way, we're gonna find out. So ZFX Mythbusters collab on this one, except I don't have the bald dude with the mustache. I guess I could call Schuler, but he might just get in my way. All right, let's get work on this thing. Let's get this baby torn apart and go on some test drives. See how she works. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to this mileage. Okay, so before we proceed any further, I want to let you guys know that the new cooling fan doesn't just drop straight down in. You actually have to take this, clock at 90 degrees because of the way it all is. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Typically, this would go in sideways like this, and the van is what it came out with, the Dodge Caravan. However, with this, you're going to want to take it, clock at 90 degrees, where the plug is facing at a downward angle that way. Slip it right in. And it's actually a perfect fit. As you can see, it is very, very snug in there with no gaps. I will say it does look a little goofy in there as far as you have a fan That's sitting sideways, but you will have to cut that off. I'm gonna cut that off so it's flush. And then from your plug-in here, let's see if you can see it. Your plug-in is down yonder, about right there. I'm gonna run that up, obviously, and I'll probably have all the battery crap on that side. Something else that I didn't order that I forgot was, this is how I'm gonna do my temperatures, the thermostat sensor. I'm gonna run an inline radiator sensor adapter. You do wanna do it on the top radiator hose if possible. I was gonna buy like a Y adapter for here and hook it on here, but I feel like this will be a, you know, going back stock, I can just boom, boom, take that off, put a new hose back in there, and we're back to stock if I ever wanna go back stock. I do wanna add that I did not think of this myself. I actually Googled it, and this page right here is super helpful, and it has tons of mods on here. therangerstation.com, and they literally have an electric fan for your 3.0 Ranger on there. So it literally gave you the whole rundown, everything that I purchased with the quick links and everything. I'll drop the link to therangerstation.com in the bio so you can find all the parts way easier. And I'll even add the links to all the parts there. I don't want to take credit for this. Someone obviously came up with all this before me, but I'm here to test it. There's no test on that, at least. I'm sure there is one on YouTube, but as far as that goes, there's none in there. Let's get back to getting this thing in there. Back during the montage, I decided to drain the coolant out because we got to crack the system open anyways to put that little sensor right here, and found that the coolant was disgusting. And this was bucket number 2, I think, or maybe 3. I think it was bucket 3. Clearly needed a coolant flush. The stuff that came factory in it, I believe is, I mean, it says it's green coolant. Don't really know why it's that color. I'm hoping it's just rusty. I don't believe it's got a blown head gasket. I don't think there was oil in there whatsoever. There was no separation. No white crap on the oil cap. I don't think it's got a blown head gasket. It's just very, very dirty. So while we're in there, decided to do a coolant flush, which is way over yonder. So yeah, that'll be the next step, is coolant flush, and then get these fans wired how they're supposed to be. I ended up having to order a totally different sensor. Let's see if I can open this up. I had to order a sensor that was a lot smaller because this coupler right here, the tapped deal honor, is 1/8 inch. And this guy was not fitting in there, obviously. With that being said, it's time to kick it back off onto a montage, so. Okay. Well, that is the coolant flush. It looks worse than the coolant I took out of there originally. And all I put in there was cleaner and a little bit of dog water. And that does have a little bit of oiliness to her. We're gonna continue flushing. All right, guys, and just like that, we got the fans installed. We got our little circuit breaker here, and we got our little relay right there, tucked away, pretty nice. As you can see, there's tons of, well, not a crazy amount, but there's a good amount of clearance there. But besides that, I mean, it's a pretty clean little install there. Now it's time to discuss the results. Now, it was more than 2 fill-ups, I will say. I am very behind on editing. I needed some more footage too, by the way, so that's why it's taking so long, but here we have it. We actually did 12 fill-ups on this round, and it averaged out to 19.07 miles a gallon, so it's roughly 1 more mile to the gallon. I do a lot of highway driving with my truck, so this test really isn't, I guess, the absolute best. A lot of the fuel mileage plays into like city driving, you know, your 0 to 60s, not your holding 60 miles an hour, because the clutch fan is most likely not going to be engaging, so obviously doesn't make a fuel mileage difference. But I will say it definitely helps when towing trailers. That 1 mile per gallon, I mean, it's an increase. It might take 7 years to pay for itself, but whatever. It was a fun project. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe below, share it, appreciate it, and we got bricks off-road in a couple weeks, and I am staring at my current project, the next video, and I think you guys are really gonna like this. I'm gonna give you a little snippet, I'm gonna give you a little view of what this next video / project is. So that is what you guys are getting. You guys definitely don't want to miss this next video.